Our very respected teachers, on this special day, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your enormous dedication. This, especially for us scenarians, who were away from home in our early and most formative years. You have had a profound impact on all aspects of our lives. Imparting knowledge in your own distinctive styles was one of them. You were our foster parents. You picked us up each time we fell, and that was every so often. You shaped our value system that in turn shaped our character. Often then, we did not understand the why, but you stood steadfast because you knew it was the correct path for us. You were patient, though sometimes deliberately not as well, but always passionate for inspiring us to excel and strive. To ensure that we always derive strength from our school motto, never give in the most trying times, not only for the period that we were at school, but through life's incredible and unpredictable journey. Your influence transcended well beyond the classroom. We cherish the memories and the wisdom you have shared with us. A very happy and healthy Teachers' Day to each one of you. With profound respect and gratitude, Vipin Sondhi, Shivalik House, 1969 to 76.
And now, as a part of my Teachers' Day greetings and as part of my farewell to this school, I want to tell you why you are the best school of all. My three most significant moments in all my 3 years in Sanar were: one, being a very average and very ordinary student, to stand there in Barn Hall, in chapel, and sing the school song as part of the Board of Governors was like life's reward. Second, most absolutely wonderful opportunity was walking into a class, just starting to talk to the bachas, and then actually conducting a class. It was so energizing. The students were so full of ideas and conversations and took on to a new idea and a new system so fast. And this was finally proved my third and again the best opportunity. It was Day of Hodsons. And I got to meet Mr. B. Singh's nephew. He walked up to me and said, "I'm Mr. B. Singh's nephew." And I said, "Whoa, such an iconic teacher of our time." And Mr. B. Singh, sir, and all the teachers who were our teachers, thank you. You were absolutely great. And the teachers continued to be great, and this is what I tell you. So I walked off with this young gentleman, went into his class. It was break. Bachas were there. We laid out the class in a new way, and while we were still laying out, their teacher, their Hindi sir, walked in, and I said, "Sir, this is how I used to teach. This is what you do, this is what you do, bachas, this is what you do, this is what you do." 2 minutes of instructions, and I walked out. We had Hodsons. After Hodsons, this young gentleman walks up to me and says, "Ma'am, it was such fun." So I said, "Oh, maybe he's just telling me like that." So I went, found the teacher, asked him, "Sir, how did it go?" He said, "Wonderful." So here's the school. A group of staff and students who could run with an idea alien to them, try it out, and with 2 minutes of instructions, they weren't listening to me. They had taken the idea, made it their own, and run with it. And it was a good class. So this is what I want to say on Teachers' Day to all of you. If you are a school who can deal with new ideas, make them your own, run with them, make them work, and enjoy them, you are the best school of all.
To our teachers, we take from you and rarely give in return. But on this Teachers' Day, we promise to stand by you when you need us. Happy Teachers' Day. Have a good time. Stay safe.
Good morning, dear teachers of Sana. On today, Teachers' Day, I'd like to thank you with all my heart for all the great work that you guys do in Sana. Sana would not be what it is in spite of its heritage without the teachers. And I know how in Sana the teachers work with a passion, and that's what keeps you there. It's a beautiful environment, but without you, it would not be. Thank you for your service. Never give in.
Folks, this is Sanjeev Chandra, call sign Fatty, VBD 1970-77. I have this prop with me, which is called the Legacy Sustained, right? And I thought to myself, legacy sustained, right? Was it the old scenarios, all of us? We thought the world revolved around us, our seniors, our juniors, and whatever. But hey, at the end of the day, folks, the real legacy I realized were the teachers we came and went, 7 years, 8 years, 9, they were there forever. So this is an ode to the teachers who had a real impact on all our lives. And remember the difference between teachers and gurus. Teachers teach, gurus preach. Teachers impart knowledge, critical for our growth. So here's my roll call, folks. The guys who did a great job with us. Mr. Munka, call sign Mundu, Gore. These are both of my house masters, right? When I came in Kemp and Manly. Then Dr. Gupta, call sign Chappa. Dr. Dhillon, call sign Yudi. Mrs. Sharma, call sign Lictony, I can't figure out how. Abraham, the gunslinging guy, call sign Abu. Palera with a fag hanging from his lips. Sexy curves Matharu. Dhaniram, Jagga. And then the real guys who impacted our studies. Ikoni, Mr. Mukherjee, call sign Muko. Who can forget him? Mr. Kohli, call sign Jack. Then you have Sequeira, Egghead. Then you have Mrs. Roy and Parel for chemistry. He taught me all this H2SO4 and NaCl and everything else. And then the guy who left an imprint on my face, an imprint on my backside, an imprint on my life. Mr. Bhupinder Singh, call sign Muchir. And folks, that was the guy who taught me never give in, and epitome of send him to Sana and make a man of him. 3 cheers, Jai Hind, and thank you all the teachers that taught us. Cheers.
Celebrating the day we former students get to celebrate and acknowledge the dedication our teachers have put in towards enriching our lives. Happy Teachers Day to all our gurus, and thank you so much for making our lives better.
I want to express my deepest gratitude for the incredible impact all my amazing teachers have had on my life. Their dedication, care, and unwavering support have shaped me into the person I am today. Thank you for creating a safe and nurturing environment where I could grow and thrive as a student, academically, socially, and emotionally, and for all the memories which I will treasure forever. Thank you.
Hello and greetings to all at Sana, Mr. Headmaster, members of the staff, our teachers. Our teachers is an inclusive term of not just our own teachers of our generation, but teachers to our children, to present students, to future students. And this is a short, if I may use the term, ode to all teachers, because we can never fully express our gratitude to those who imparted not just knowledge to us, which of course is very essential and guides us, guides our careers and our lives and our futures from the time that we enter school till the time we have finished our academic careers, if I may use the term, and ever after, because the impressions that they create in our minds live with us forever. And the role of the teacher, as I just said, is something that can never be undermined. It can never be in any case. It can never be overvalued, if I may again use that term, because from the time that we enter school as toddlers, it is they who inculcate in us explicitly by their teachings and implicitly by their demeanor, their behavior, their dealings with us, with each other, with their peers, seniors, juniors, all of which a student imbibes, wittingly or unwittingly, and keeps with her or him throughout her or his life. I myself, my grandfather was a teacher, he was a professor of economics. My wife is a teacher, she's again an associate professor of economics. So I know the hard work that goes into the profession, into delivering each lecture in class, and not just the academia, but also in inculcating in students values and ethics, and equally importantly, the efforts and the teachings that go into even conducting extracurricular activities like games, hobbies, stage plays, and everything else that one does at school, and of course later at college and university. I can obviously still remember my first teacher in Sana, Ms. Andrea Kemp, and all those teachers there, Ms. Kemp, Ms. Pilu Rudra, Mrs. Thomas, Ms. Geeta Naidu, Mrs. Cherian, Mrs. Herbakshkor, Mrs. Joseph, our matron, Mrs. Ram Singh, Mrs. Sidhu, all of them in prep school, even the girls' matron, Ms. Singh. And when we moved on to senior school, Mr. Gore, Mr. Munkur, Mr. B. Singh, the headmaster at that time, Major Ravi Somdat, quiet, intense but yet relaxed, a strict disciplinarian who did not need to enforce discipline by using the stick. It's just his presence inspired discipline. All of them and many, many more. Mr. Bhalerao, I can even finish naming them. Dr. Dhillon, Mr. Joshi, Mr. Mukherjee. All of them, and of course later my teachers in college and the university, they all played a very major part in shaping the personality of every student who came under their guidance, whom they guided, whom they taught, whom they stood as examples to. And therefore, on this 5th of September, Teachers' Day, one can only give a very small expression of gratitude, which never really expresses the sense of gratitude one carries with oneself for them. Sorry. But one just needs to say thank you. And say to all the teachers in Sana presently, what you are doing is immeasurable in terms of the contribution to society, because we all form a part of society and children are the future of our society. And what you teach them now, what you show to them now, is what they carry forever and what shapes their careers, their lives, apart from, of course, their parents and home environment, etc. And therefore, we express our sincere thanks and gratitude to all of you and wish you all the best. And further, hope that you will continue to do the wonderful work that you are presently doing, and we are sure